Most traders think that market structure is all about higher highs, higher lows, breaker structures, and changer characters. But that's not actually how institutions really move price. The truth is, structure is not about the lines on the chart, but instead it's about the understanding of impulses and manipulations. And once you see that difference, you'll stop flipping bias every single session and actually start trading with some conviction. So in this video, I'm going to be breaking down my full 3-step framework for reading market structure like a pro, from impulse identification to premium and discount mapping, and then finally into execution clarity as well. By the end, you'll know exactly how to build a bias that doesn't change every single hour. And by the way, if you don't know me already, my name's Diamant. I've been trading for around 7 years, profitable for the last 4. And in that time, I've helped hundreds of traders get funded and stay consistent. Trading is literally all I do day in and day out. So let's get straight into this. So let's first off start off with the foundation, how to actually find the impulse leg. Because if you get this part wrong, every bias and every setup after this will be incorrect as well. Now, most traders simply just label every high and low as significant structure, but the reality is institutions only really care about the last leg that caused an official break of structure with a proper displacement, and that is what we call the impulse. And everything after that, all it is simply a retracement or a manipulation back into a previous zone. So let's look at a few examples. This right here is a 1-hour chart on Euro USD. Now you can apply this to any time frame you want. It will still apply in exactly the same way, to be honest. What we really need to identify is what was the last high or low that caused a major break of structure. If we look at something like this over here and we really zoom in, what we can see is this strong low caused a higher time frame break of structure upwards, then it pulled back, continuation up, pull back, continuation up. Really what we're looking for is the impulsive move, which causes the break of structure. That is exactly the move that we need to rely on. So that's the first piece of the equation, really being able to label every single area that is significant from the weak high all the way to the strong low in an uptrend, and vice versa for the opposite trend as well. And it's the exact scenario that if you really hone in on this skill, that's when you're really going to be able to identify the strong pieces of trends and also the weak areas as well. Now, when the trend actually flips, we need to take that into account as well. We now know that here is a change of character. Therefore, this was the strong high that caused this weak low to actually break this level over here. As we have the pullback, this is literally just going to be known as the manipulation, the retracement, the pullback, whatever you really want to call it. But what we really want to focus on is the main impulsive move. This is truly where you're going to get the highest probability trades over and over and over again. So remember, from now on, only start to look for the impulsive moves downwards. So just a quick little break. If you are looking to get funded with one of the most reliable prop firms in the industry, then look no further than Blueberry Funded. They have been ranked as the most trusted broker-backed prop firm, offering some of the best trading conditions and challenges to suit all of your needs, with the opportunity to even get instant funding as well. They bring in over 20 years of combined brokerage and prop firm experience, so you know you're in good hands. What you really need is simply a prop firm that has the experience and will always deliver on your payouts. And exclusively, just for you guys watching, you can get at least another 20% off any challenge just for simply being a subscriber. Use the code Diamant at checkout for the best possible deal. Okay, so now that we've identified the impulse and the pullback, what we really need to understand is how price really rebalances in the markets. And that means mapping premium areas, discounted areas, and especially liquidity as well. Because here's where most traders get stuck. They know the overall direction. We can clearly see over here that we are in a higher time frame downtrend. But the problem they find is actually executing in the markets. And what you really need to do is you need to understand, are we in a premium or discounted area? Is there a level of liquidity to be swept? And only at that point, that's when we can start to look at entry types, lower time frame entry models, all that kind of stuff. So let me just show you real quick what that kind of looks like. Essentially, what you're going to be looking for is something like this, where we've clearly got a high over here, price drops to create a further low, price gives you the pullback, eventually breaks down even further. So we know we've got a strong high over here and a weak low over here because price has easily broken this level. What we're then going to be waiting for is for price to give you some type of entry. Now, that entry is definitely going to come in a premium area. Why do we look for premium? Why do we look for discount? Because essentially, if you're trying to enter on the extreme levels right at the bottom, price could very easily just come back and pretty much sweep your stop loss and continue on with the direction. So what we really want to look for is at least some sort of substantial pullback into here. And only at that point, this is where we observe price action. If we can see that there's, for example, some level of demand over here where price could easily reject upwards, we still know that, okay, cool, we are above the 61.8% fib retracement. That's always what we want to look for. Remember, 50% is okay, but 61.8% is even better. Anything above here is going to be pretty premium. That's essentially what you're going to be looking for. Again, when it's supplied, when there's paired up with some sort of supply zone up here as well, that's essentially going to be our bread and butter A+ setup. That's essentially how it is. So as price reacts from this area, it pulls back upwards again, sweeps this zone, and eventually starts to drop off. This is the playbook that you really want to be looking for. Now, in the next part, we're going to be breaking down how this actually looks on the lower time frame. But just to reconfirm that with a few examples, remember, what you really want to look for is the impulsive high to the low. We now know that all of this right here is going to be the pullback. We then look to the left. Is there any price action that we could be sweeping above the 61.8% fib retracement? So for us, that's going to be here. I can clearly see that there is a supply zone over here. There's a supply zone up top as well. So it's going to be one of these areas. Now, as price shot straight into this zone, essentially what we were looking for is for this level to either get respected or potentially move towards the next one. However, what we're really looking for is as soon as price sweeps this level over here, remember, it's going to be that internal liquidity. That's what you're really going to be looking for in this impulsive leg. Once this gets swept, that's when we're finally going to start to look for entries. And this is where our lower time frame models actually start to form. And now we're finally moving on into the juicy parts. We've looked at how price actually rebalances with premium and discounted area, linked up with liquidity as well. And the final piece now is obviously going to be execution. How to actually catch their moves without getting trapped too early on in the early reactions. Now, here's where structure really turns into execution. The difference between catching a precise entry and getting manipulated out. Okay, so now finally moving on into the juicy bits. How to really execute in the market without getting manipulated early on. See, up until now, we've looked at structure as a general sense on the high time frame. We've looked at how to actually look for our zones to enter on, obviously looking for them impulse pullbacks, then waiting for that sweep of some sort of liquidity. And now we're moving on into our entry criteria. Now, this is typically what you're going to be looking at. Always reference yourself when it comes to the higher time frame. You want to be looking for price pulling back to one of the supply zones. If it doesn't do that, at least price will actually sweep this area. At that point, that's where you're going to be going down to the lower time frame and looking for your mechanical trigger. Remember, you can make this as mechanical as possible, or you can make it slightly discretional. I personally like to go with a mix of both, and here's exactly how that works. As we can clearly see, this is where Asia range has now kicked in. Now, Asia range on a pair like Euro US dollar, GBP USD, any of the main pairs in Forex that we're really looking at, is going to be a slow period. And as you can see over here, Asia range has pretty much just stayed in one location, which is okay. As it's now swept this level pre-London session, so in Frankfurt session, that's really the detail that we want to look for. Frankfurt will always give you some type of sweep of liquidity. If it doesn't do that, wait a bit longer. In this case, what we actually got was a sweep of the Asia high. Price eventually swept this and dropped all the way downwards. Now, what we really want to look for is for price to displace towards the downside. So if I really had to put this in steps, number one, let's actually make this even bigger as well. So if we've got this in steps, we need to look for high time frame impulse pullback into premium / discount, sweep of internal liquidity. Number 4, execution. So sweep of intraday session. For example, Asia. The next steps of what we're going to be looking for are going to be exactly this. You wait for the sweep, you wait for the displacement, the pullback into where that change of character actually happened. So now we're going to be waiting for number 5, displacement, Number 6, we're then going to be waiting for the pullback. And number 7, we're then going to be looking for that advanced golden confirmation. Now, for those of you who don't know what this actually is, essentially, it's using the idea of an engulfing candle. Now, there are a few variations of this, depending on how high quality your trade actually is. I'll show you in this scenario what that kind of looks like. We've hit every single checkpoint up until now, apart from the last few. So once we've got this lower time frame change of character, as you can see, lower time frame change of character, we then have the pullback. So that's essentially what we're going to be looking for. Now, it can be as extreme all the way up until this zone, or it can be as shallow as this. For me personally, I like to wait for more extreme zones, but in this scenario, we can clearly see that price has started to break this level over here. As soon as we start to see that, we obviously know that, okay, cool, we're actually going to be breaking down. From that point, you start to look for your golden confirmation. Now, what is that? A few engulfing candles downwards that show you the intention. For me personally, this one would be enough. Why is that? Let me just zoom in. So as you can clearly see, price has started to have the pullback. This candle over here, remember, price action is very, very important when you're looking at the reactions. What price has actually done is it wicked from this area. So you're expecting for price to push up? No, that is not what happened. Instead, price gave us this reversal signal instead, where this engulfing candle completely covered the previous low. From that point, I would enter as a market execution, stop loss just above, and always aim in for a consistent 1 to 3 risk to reward. And essentially, that is exactly how you want to be aiming for all of these trades over here. Remember, one of the key things you want to look for is where does that 1 to 3 actually take me? In this scenario, it will take you all the way down to this demand zone. So you would actually let price continue onwards, obviously moving the stop loss to break even as soon as possible. So you want to trail your stop loss. And again, as price continues to break down further and further and further. And as it goes on, it goes all the way to a full take profit. So essentially this entire video, what we've looked at is the full structure. Now, what I really want to do is I want to quickly recap all the biggest takeaways so you can screenshot it and use it literally from tonight and obviously go out and test it yourself. So let's get into that. And so here are the key takeaways from this entire video. Look for them significant impulse breaker structures, because once you find the leg that really displaces and breaks a significant high or low, that's where you know your bias is going to start building. The next thing, wait for the retracement into discount or premium. Never enter in the middle, because that's always going to give you the lowest probability trade. Again, mapping liquidity is going to be just as important as well, because the institutions always like to step in when there's some sort of sweep, whether it's internal, whether it's external, but in this particular case, we're looking at internal structure. The next confirmation you want as well is always waiting for that sweep, the displacement, so the low time frame change of character, the pullback, and then finally the golden confirmation. And the final little tip that I've got for you is if there's no displacement, do not trade. And this is an exact example that we went through as well. You want to wait for that lower time frame change of character, the pullback, and then finally the golden confirmation. So take a little screenshot of this. However, one thing I will say is everything that you've learned in this video is just the first stepping stone when it comes to my A+ setup entry model. I've completely posted this for free, so you can get it down below. Feel free to pick it up. It's basically a 7-step trade course from start to finish, all the PDFs, all the playbooks, and I've even added in $1,000 worth of bonuses that I used to sell in the past. So again, if you did like this video, please like and subscribe because it helps the channel more than you can ever imagine. So if you want to keep watching and you've already seen the A+ setup course, keep watching over here, click one of the links, and I'll see you all in the next video. Take care, guys.